But as we
Hold
start,
on, sorry. Legit, as you start talking, my headset's like, oh, by the way, I'm dying.
I see. Fair enough.
Okay, we're good. I just plugged it in.
Alright. Then, as we start back up, you lay in bed, still having the threads of your soul pulled out, which I will say, give me your last con save.
It's got a high con saving throw. Dice are loud. 22.
22. Very well. Then, as you feel the thread get pulled out of you, you see as she puts it in the jar. You feel as she runs her finger along your chest, and you can feel your body heat up a little bit, as it feels, well, you can tell your soul is no longer being pulled apart.
She's like, thank you.
She kind of claps her hands together. Alright then.
Ow.
I have gathered all I need from you, and now I just need to lovely lady over there to go ahead and lie down, and I can begin bonding you two for life.
Is there any soreness?
Not soreness, but you can feel a part of you is gone. Which,
Well, I feel...
with that, go ahead and reduce your maximum hit points by 9.
I'm okay with it. Well,
It could have been worse. Could have been worse if you had failed more.
ride max HP by 9?
Yes.
Damn, I'm back to 60.
But
Alright. Look, that's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I'll take it.
oh, and as I said, it could have been worse if you had failed more of your saves.
I failed some of them?
Yes.
I got
The DC started low, but with each
Oh.
one, it was increasing.
That makes sense.
But-
Kind of weakly gets out, like justice for Abigail on the table.
Alright. I'll go move over and lay down. Which, you kind of. Do you have her wearing her original outfit, or do you still have her wearing the kimono?
I think we had her change at one point when I
Fair.
bought clothes.
Alright.
I will grab a pair real quick.
Well, either way, kind of, as she sits down, she begins kind of opening up her clothes to reveal her chest, and will begin making a similar mark to what she made on you.
Now, last time, Abigail, is this what you want to do?
I believe we are already too far for it to be reversed.
I could drink my soul.
But I am okay with this.
Alright.
You can see as a woman, kind of. She doesn't begin to take apart your soul once more, well, out of the jar, but first begins poking around inside of Abigail. Thankfully, I do have a bit of a core to be working off of, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
That's good.
Hmm.
Sure, we'll go with this one.
Alright. Though I will warn you, lining up one soul with another one is a bit difficult.
How so?
Well, if her soul rejects yours, then while it could leave an injury on her soul, it also means that part of your soul is fully destroyed.
I see. Well, hope Abigail you accept me.
It's less part of her and more of the type of soul. I'm not the greatest at describing it, as, once again, this isn't my field of research. Though I'm sure if you had anybody who is a bit more familiar with souls, they could explain it in better detail.
I trust you wholeheartedly.
Well, I thank you for that. But, let us begin. See, she grabs what appears to be a small needle and will weave your soul into it, and begins almost weaving it into... Well, her hand is going into Abigail, so you are unable to really see the details of how she's working.
Rick is leaning on a wall resting. He's fucking... Bro went through the most painful hour he's ever had. But he will wait.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Then time goes by, and you can tell she is being quite meticulous with what she's doing. And during this entire time, Abigail doesn't make a noise or seem to really move at all. But you can tell that she is watching.
Any pain or discomfort, Abigail?
I am incapable of feeling either of those.
You can feel annoyed though.
I have my emotions, correct.
Well, just let me know if you need anything.
Very well.
Because I need you to shut the fuck up. And I will just continue to wait.
Alright. Time goes by, and I'll make a second check. Alright.
With luck.
About an hour goes by, and see as she sets down the needle with what appears to be no more of your soul left attached to it.
Well,
It is holding on, but we'll have to wait a little bit to see if it actually accepts it or not.
and if it does,
If it does, then she should feel a little bit of a connection, I'll say. And if not, well, you'll probably be able to see a reaction from her.
I see. By the way,
Yes.
if that piece of me dies, what happens?
It, depending on which happens first, if her soul rejects it and she is to die, then that piece of your soul will try to find its way back to you.
Wait, if it rejects it, she dies?
If she dies, and it is still
Oh.
attached to her.
Okay.
If it is accepted by her soul, and stays with her, then after some time it will fully become part of her soul, and that part of your soul will be lost to you.
I see. Well, I thank you. And it's weird meeting a old babysitter, I guess, too.
Oh, come
By the
on.
way,
You can just
Go ahead.
consider me an aunt.
alright, Auntie. Question, by the way. What does that mean? You said earlier, my uncle is the emperor's judge.
Well, yes. Do you not know that story?
No.
Your uncles will carry out the will of the Emperor and strike down all who oppose him.
Why though?
Why wouldn't he?
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, what does my uncle get out of it, I should say?
Put simply, he gains more power and more freedom than most.
He's already a great worm.
And the Emperor is able to impose restrictions on all.
That is true. It's just weird that if one family member out of my family knows the emperor.
That was also part of it, though that is not for me to talk about.
What?
She kinda just holds a finger up to her lips. If you wish to know more, you can ask him about it. Of why he became the Emperor's judge.
He's not really the easiest person to talk to.
Oh, I know. In fact,
Also, I don't think he likes me very much.
come now. There is no one in the world that he dislikes more than me.
Why? Hold on, why does he hate you?
He is a man who talks about a lot of business, and he doesn't quite like me, who likes to talk about his business and him more than what I should. After all,
Yeah,
I love to give all of the details.
I see. Yeah, I don't think he likes me because I hang out with my cousin a lot.
Oh, there's something I should look into.
No? You should look into my buddy Nix. You know him? He's actually a shapeshifter,
Oh,
and he's got this whole other family drama that would be very interesting for you to write about. And then you got Finmire, who's a fin maker, and he's also very good at telling stories.
can kind of see her thinking about something. Just, where have I heard the name Nyx before?
Shapeshifter.
She kind of just perks up a little bit. What is your perception? Well, passive perception?
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she kind of loses focus on you for a second, but you're not quite sure what she focused on for a second.
You know Nyx?
Personally, I do not, but I do know somebody who does.
Who is that?
That is not my place to say quite yet.
Oh, do you know his dad?
Maybe, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Either way, that's not important. What is important is you right now.
Oh, just a soul thing or what?
Your soul, and still potentially looking into you and your family business.
You already know everything.
I know a lot about Goddess and her brother, but I don't know much about you and your dealings with your cousin, you said?
Look, I gotta go. I have a date with my fiance. I don't need this, but I thank you. I will return, maybe. I'm grabbing Abigail.
Do not worry, I won't be in the way too much.
I see.
I can observe from afar.
So you're gonna spy on me then?
Come now, spying is such a mean word.
I will make my way towards Goddess.
Very well.
I have some questions. So Abigail, how you feeling?
She kind of just places a hand to her chest while looking down a bit. I feel warm.
That's good. Hopefully. Oh, you hold on. You feel? I thought you couldn't feel.
That is
Kinda
what
just-
confuses me.
Well, this could be a good thing. Or a bad thing. We shall see.
I am
By
unsure.
the way, what was the upgrade you received from that spider lady?
It is something you will not have to worry about until it is used. Which I'm going to pause. So you continue to make your way on forward over to... Are you going to Goddess's house? Or are you
No,
going to...
where I last saw her.
Alright. And you make your way on over to Godric's house. And entering in, you can see Skylar now sitting on the couch next to Godric as they both appear to be drinking a bit of tea. They seem to be playing a card game right now.
Okay. In my head, she's still in her dragon form, so I'd like to walk. Well, it seems you got your house back, brother. For the most part.
That I have.
Which I do apologize for. Did not know they would be in your house.
Yeah, and just glances over towards you. You appear to have brought quite a bit of chaos my way.
Oh, it's the Brian. You look so gloomy sometimes. I brought a little chaos to lighten up your mood.
I much prefer order over chaos.
Really looks around to all his magical fucking couches and shit.
Of course, I'm able to control every bit of what each of these do.
Yeah, but you can't control me.
See, as he begins reaching into a pouch.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sure I
You-
could.
By the way, Skyla, you never mentioned your dad works with the Emperor.
She kinda just tilts her head. Oop.
Hey, look at Godric. Did you know?
I've heard mention, but I don't know to the degree of how much.
I see. By the way, Skyla, please do not tell your dad that you drank some of that special drink.
Oh, I know. I've drunk before. Well, not that much, but, I haven't told him.
Nice. And when
Yeah.
it is your time to leave, go ahead.
She kinda just covers her mouth. I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
I see. You're kind of a bad. I want to say bad girl, but that's not what I want to say. I'm trying to think of a different way to say it. You're not as good as I thought you were, huh?
She kinda just turns, looking a tad upset. I'm a good person. Just... She fidgets a little bit. I want to try a few things.
You're fine. I was just merely making jest. Have you seen my fiance anywhere?
She said she was going to go out shopping. Didn't appreciate the blends that I had here.
Surprised Skyla hasn't said anything about that. Also, brother, do you know anything about soul magic?
I do not know too much. I have somebody else to do that for me.
And that is?
Someone who works at my guild. Though, they
Nice.
don't dabble too much into it. Only know the
Well,
basics.
I had a person put some of my soul in Abigail.
You could see he was kind of mid-sip and just kind of stops.
What? It's the booster power. And because, you know, I don't know.
I see.
It hurt.
I can
It hurt like
imagine.
crazy. But it was worth it.
Well, what did it give her?
We don't know yet. It's either gonna work or that bit of me's gonna die.
So you do not know if it's worth it yet.
Well, she feels warm. So she can feel things now.
I see. Well, maybe this will be something for you to research while you're here.
Have you talked to DAD?
Kind of just as you kind of seem to question why you put it like that.
I don't know who's listening.
I have not.
I see. I had to fight him pretty soon, I imagine.
Here's hoping you've improved since last you two fought.
I think I have. Nah, I'd win.
Oh, so do you intend to fight him one-on-one?
Maybe at first. But he also wants to fight my party.
I
My
see.
friends. So, we'll see how it goes. How about you, Skyla? How are you feeling?
I still feel tad ill. But this drink is helping a bit.
Tea or coffee?
It is tea with a bit of medical herbs blended in.
Nicely. Okay, now's my chance I can actually do things. Now Brother, would you like to accompany me on a quest soon?
That is.
Rick will pull out a piece of paper he's had for 3 months now. I'll hand him the gold dragon one. Or bronze. Was it gold? Let me go look at my notes. This is like one of the only notes I have written down.
Alright.
That's Floki. There he is. Notes. There. It's a gold dragon named Morgan, or I definitely spelled it wrong. It's like Morgraua, which is a horridly spelled wrong.
Send it to me and I'll try and figure out what the original was.
I'll send you the exact note that I wrote down when I read the quest, or the quest was given to us. This was before I knew anything about how dragons worked in your world.
Yeah.
But he's been, if I remember correctly, he's been stopping people and either taking their stuff or they have to trade something for free passage. and we need to go talk to him.
I see.
And as much as strong as my party is, having your extra muscle would be very much appreciated. By the way, Nick, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I will get Godric and then my sister. But is Trevin and Carlos gonna stick around, or are they leaving?
You'll have to speak to them and find out.
I see. That the only reason is I don't want to ask a lot of people to go if they're still staying.
Which I find it funny. You ask about them. You don't care about Aerolith at all.
Oh no! Well, the thing is, Aerolith, in my mind, Aerolith and Trevin are a package deal.
Fair enough.
So, it may sound like I don't care, but I do.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I might as well just do that. Do you know where Sister is staying, or Cedrica?
If she's not at Conobo's, then I believe she's been spending her time at Diva's house.
Skylar, would you like to accompany me, or are you still hanging over?
I was recommended to stay here for today.
Alright. And Skylar, do get along with my fiance, please.
Kind of, you can see her seeming to just work something out in her head. You have a fiance?
We just talked about this.
I wasn't paying attention.
It is, my father's dealings with hers. You know how fathers are.
Do you love her?
I don't know yet. I've only talked to her a few times. But Frederica seems to not hate her, but not like her either.
You can see she's now kind of just working something out in her head, which she almost seems to be fighting herself over it.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Look, I have no say in this marriage. This is a father's kind of thing. I will be back.
You could tell
And Nick,
with that, she seems to have come to a conclusion in her head.
I think I know what the conclusion you come to. I see. I'm gonna go find Cedrica. Abigail, would you like to stay here or come with me?
I will stay with you.
Alright. To the mayor's office.
Alright.
Also, did you find that dragon name?
I did not.
I don't know, dude. It was before I started asking you send me dragon names too.
If I get on my old phone, I may be able to find it, but I'll check that later.
Yeah, it's no big deal right now.
But
The thing is, Nick, when last time we leveled up, in my mind I'm already set on. I was like, we can finally probably do this mission.
fair enough. Which do you know how far that dragon is away from you?
It's about a week.
You got that mission in the first town.
Yeah, because it was 4 days or 3 days from the first to second, and it was 3 days to the second of the capital. So it's, well, if it's a 2-day ride, it'd be like a little over a week then, right?
It was 4 and 5 days.
5 days, so 2 weeks then.
Yes.
Look, And I quote, "You said we can leave the castle."
Mm-hmm.
And I plan on using that fucking airship.
Fair enough.
Come on, Nick, we can do some air combat.
You know what? I approve of this.
Okay. I actually do have air combat planned for you and Jaden tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but at some point.
Yeah, but plans have popped into my head.
Alright.
Story beats selected. But
The moon comes crashing down.
you make your way on over to the mayor's office. What would you like to do while here?
Oh, Diva.
Hello. How may I help? How may I help you?
I'm looking for your prisoner. My sister.
You could tell she was about to say something, then when you say your sister, she kind of just closes her mouth. Your sister, she... I have not seen her today.
You know where does she like hanging out?
Let's see. I know she's frequently at Carnibos. She's been spending a lot of time at my house, and there's a bar she recently started going to that she enjoys.
Was she at your house this morning?
You can see that she just gets a bit of a sly smile.
Look, I don't need to know what you guys do. As long as you treat her right, I don't care. It's not my problem.
She was. But,
Did she leave?
well, I left before she woke. I have to get here fairly early in the morning, and I know she doesn't like getting up as early as I do.
May I go to your house and see if she's there?
Of course.
Where do you live?
You can tell it kind of just takes a moment. Oh, right, you've never been.
Which is weird, because I've been here almost 2 months.
She kind of claps her hands twice. Maestro, could you guide him over to my house?
One more thing,
Hmm.
and this is gonna sound really weird. Is there any way I can have like a few skills from Maestro?
Maestro and her kind of just look at each other. If you can find a way to regrow them, then you may.
Okay, I can work with that. I have a buddy who knows healing magic.
Very well.
I will follow Maestro to her house.
Alright. Maestro will kind of just happily trot ahead of you.
I will happily follow him.
Alright. Which, as he trots along, you can tell that he seems to weave through the crowds and the streets extremely well, seeming to follow Diva's lead.
Oh, is she coming too?
No, like, from what you've seen how Diva can weave through the crowds, he seems to be able to do it just as well as she, as you kind of have to move around everybody and occasionally bump into the occasional person on the street.
To save time, I will throw Abigail onto my shoulders, piggyback style.
Very well. But time passes by, and you are led into the more residential district, which you have passed through occasionally while looking for people, but never really stayed.
I see.
And after a bit, you are led to a... It's not one of the bigger houses, but you can tell that is definitely a house that appears to be well off.
How much money does she make?
But
I will set Abigail down and I guess knock.
you can see as Maestro just goes through a slightly bigger doggy door on the door.
A doggy door.
Which, after a moment, you hear the door. When the door now move, the door kind of just gets pushed open, as you see, well, kind of pulled back slightly, then pulled open, as you see Maestro sitting by the door.
Oh. I kind of pet him. You're smart.
Kind of lets out a small growl that doesn't come off as hostile.
Oh, so like a happy growl then, I
Yeah.
guess. I will go in and look for my sister.
Alright, give me an investigation check.
Here. 22.
22? Alright.
Yeah. I smell the smoke coming out of her.
Kind of begin looking around the house, which, as you're looking around, you can tell that there's very few personal pictures up, but you can tell that they appear to be throughout several years, as the only thing that really changes between them is the length of Diva's hair, but they all kind of maintain near the same point.
Interesting.
But after kind of looking around a bit, you don't find Cedrica here, so you can tell that she has left. But you also kind of look around, and it's weird how clean this house is. It almost comes off as if somebody doesn't really live here.
Weird. I guess I want to snoop more, but I don't.
Fair enough.
Are
No.
there?
You do come across one room that seems like it is actively lived in, which, from what you can tell, this appears to be Maestro's room.
I see.
No, it's fairly clean compared to most people's rooms.
I see. I guess I'll make my way to Conabo's next.
Alright. You make your way out and shut the door behind you. Maestro kind of following you out. And go on.
I was like, make sure you get to your mom, alright? Talking to Maestro.
Kind of just gives a slight nod. Or trotting off.
Okay. Now I'm pleased.
But you make your way off towards Conabo's. It doesn't take you too long. You know the route fairly well, plus you are able to fly.
My homeboy.
But you enter into Conabo's.
Look in the kitchen or the dining room.
You make your way on in, and you can tell no plates have been set up, and nobody's really in here right now.
Go to her room.
Make your way on up and over towards her room. Are you entering or knocking?
I've already been scarred. I enter.
Alright. Kind of enter. Kind of look around. Empty.
God damn it. Is it empty or is there her stuff in here?
Her stuff is definitely there.
What kind of stuff?
You can see pretty much just clothes here and there lying on the ground. Can see a bow staff leaning against the wall, and a few kind of what appears to be wraps that she can put, or she typically will put on her arms and hands.
I see. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bow staff to prank her.
Alright. Kind of grab the bow staff, and you can tell it is giving off heat.
I just kind of put it in my magical pocket.
Alright.
And then, is there a mirror in here?
Yes.
Does she have makeup?
Well, all of the rooms have their own mirror. But taking a look, it does not appear your sister wears makeup.
Of course she doesn't.
You
Is there any type?
believe that may be due to the part of her face is constantly covered in fire, and that may cause issues.
Yeah? Abigail, do you have any type of, I don't know, writing utensil, makeup, anything?
I believe Carlos keeps some in his room.
Go to Carlos's room.
Alright. You go over to your old room. Which doesn't take you long. You can see that some of it is lined up in front of the mirror.
I just need lipstick.
Alright.
Grab it, go back, right. Rick was here. And then close her door, go back, and put the lipstick back.
Alright.
And then I will go to Goddess's house. Fuck, hold on. How much longer are we going for? Because that will depend on what I'm gonna go do.
Say another 20 minutes.
Alright, I will let you choose. I go talk to Goddess about things, or I go start finding out who Isaac's dad is.
I would say the conversation with Goddess would likely be shorter.
Alright, I will go to Goddess.
Very well.
And see if someone fixed her door.
Come make your way on over there.
Oh, we go through the dragon's nest, right?
Yes.
Do I see Gojun?
Yes, you can see Gojun standing near the center, seeming to be taking, what's the right word? Taking stock of a few things that seems like they've just been imported. And you can see lights for the festival are slowly being hung up.
I'll just wave to him.
He'll kind of glance over and wave.
And then I'll make my way.
Alright. Make your way on over. And looking at it, it's a bit patchwork, but a door has been put up.
Alright. Abigail, you're gonna have to walk in front of me, alright?
Very well.
Last time I was here, bad things happened. I guess I will knock.
Alright. Abigail will stand in front of you. Which, after a moment, the door opens up and falls off the hinges. And you can kind of just see Goddess looking at it as she holds it.
I will mend the door.
You mend it and the door is put back together a bit, but it will still have to be put onto the hinges.
Why'd you break the door?
The note was left saying that you broke it.
Oh yeah. Whose fault is that? I wonder. Look. Someone of your stature probably breaks his door more than I broke it once.
She kind of just looks at you for a second.
What, you're strong?
I will have you know I've only broken it once before. So we are even.
I find that hard to believe.
Listen, I've only had to fight on my property once.
You've broken the bar doors every time I've seen you at that bar.
Yes, but that's at the bar.
I'm also surprised you don't have like a maid or something.
Hmm.
Someone to polish your jewels and gold. To make
Oh.
sure your doors stay on its hinges.
I do have somebody for polishing the jewels and such, but I prefer to keep my home somewhere where I can be alone.
I see. Well, can I come in?
You may.
Oh,
Do I owe the pleasure of you coming into my lair?
Well, I think since technically I'm a part of it now, I can just come and go as I please.
You may. But, still, this is the first time you've come to my home by yourself.
I have some serious questions I have for you, Mother.
Oh? And what would you like to know from your dear mother?
What is the relationship of you, your sister, and my aunt and my uncle, and you to the Emperor? Because
That's...
you've mentioned before that he gave you some type of right here, along with the mayor, and now I find out that my uncle or your brother also works. Well, he works for the Emperor to get more freedom.
The right that I have from the Emperor is different from what my brother has, but with me it is the fact that, as stated, the strongest dragon holds dominion over the Dragon's Nest here, and with that title comes an artifact that the Emperor left here.
Oh?
It is a small thing, but a powerful one. It allows whoever it has the right to use it to have a stronger sway over all the dragons here. There's a reason why they don't just up and revolt against me whenever I do something they don't like. It's because they physically can't. But during our competitions, in the small area that we fight, that gem holds no power.
I see.
It is so we fight on an even ground.
Is the Empire / the Emperor something I'm going to have to worry about?
No. Not unless you do something out of line.
So I'm not on some type of watch list or something like that?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Also,
I suppose
go
I
ahead.
can't say that with certainty due to how unpredictable the Emperor is. So may have done something completely benign and yet still caught his attention.
I really, if I ever do meet the Emperor, I really hope he's just a bro where he's like, I like the cut of your jib, smacks you, you lose like half your HP. Where he doesn't mean it, but he's just a bro. That'd be way better. Also, I have some other questions for you.
And those are?
Sorry, well, I actually had a brain fart. Do you know anything about, invisible people or ghosts? And I will show her the 2 drawings I have of that invisible fucker.
She looks it over and kind of seems to be studying it, though she also seems a bit confused.
I go in this trance-like state, and I end up drawing something that isn't there. at first I thought, I'm just going crazy, and then I walked into one of them one time, and I got physically ill.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Though I can't say I've seen anything like it.
It seems to be following me, or at least that's what I assume. Since the first time I saw it was in the second town we were in.
Well, maybe you just caught the eye of something interesting.
I seem to do that a lot.
Well, of course. After all, you are the little light guiding in the dark.
I'm starting to prefer the other nickname, the Firefly.
Oh. She kind of looks you up and down. That does seem to fit you a bit. But you'll stay as my little light.
Oh, one of these days, I'm gonna be the dominant one in this fucking relationship.
I'd love to see you try.
First, I gotta... Never mind. Never mind, you don't need to know that. By the way, that was in character. Let's see. Also, you know anything about soul magic?
I do not.
Oh, well, I put some of my soul in her, to Abigail. So she's now a part of me? Or I'm a part of her?
Interesting.
How are you feeling, by the way, Abigail?
I still feel warm.
I'm gonna take that as a good sign. Also, I have a question for you. Well, I've had a lot of those. More of a request, I should say.
That is?
So, see, I was gonna ask for a magical item, but then I'm like, I really don't need one, so now I'm at a loss. So, sorry, I gotta give you a second. You've missed a lot of my birthdays, and you should give me some money in a nicer way.
She kind of just chuckles to herself a bit.
I had to pay off Skyla's bar tab and pay for this surgery, so I'm kind of low on funds.
She kind of thinks for a second.
Hold on. I'm gonna persuade her. You don't want your little life running around in rags and on the street, do you? Puppy dog guys.
Go for it.
Look, I don't get to use my persuasion a lot. 27.
27? Alright.
I do like this, the fucking Puss in Boots one where he just like fucking takes off his hat and just like big ass cat eyes.
I suppose I could give you a little bit.
I'll hug her.
Gold digger.
Look, if you're gonna fuck me, at least pay me.
Very well. I'll keep that in mind.
Medical. No, and the image in my head is just me dying on the bed. She throws a few gold coins. Look.
My mind went to just she takes a small bag and just chucks it at the back of your head. Just knocks you out by mistake.
Also, I would like some warning if and when you're gonna do that thing. I do not need to be in the middle of something and grabbed unexpectedly.
Very well. I'll give you a warning.
Now, just. Also, do you know of a gold dragon who lives by the mountains near the original? Well, how many towns are on this continent?
You are unsure.
Do you know the town that? I'm trying to think. It was to the east, right? Because we went west to this town, so it's to the east.
Correct.
You know the town east from here? It starts with a T, I think. Maybe.
Let me double check that.
Because I know this one's Typhoon.
Yeah, I believe this is the only one that's started with a T. Come on. Do I not have it on here? No, there it is. Which I'm trying to remember if you were the one who learned the name of it.
I don't think I know it.
Fair enough.
Because I think the only one I know is this one, but I just call it the capital.
Yeah.
But do you know the town? The one with the snakes?
I do.
There's a town before that, a smaller one. And then there's a mountain range after that. Do you know of a gold dragon that has been causing issues over there?
Sham thinks.
I'll just
believe...
show her the... Go ahead.
As she was kind of thinking, you hold up the paper and she kind of looks at it. Ah, this. I do know about that. Though, he also falls a bit out of my jurisdiction.
Oh, I wasn't asking for help. I just need to know anything about him.
Well, he's a dragon, so he's quite prideful. And I'm sure...
You be persuaded?
Probably. However, I don't think you have the funds to persuade him if you're asking me for some money.
Oh, not... Well, fair enough. I've been meaning to kill a dragon. I guess this would be it.
Well, good luck on that. He isn't one of the stronger ones over there, but he is still a dragon, so do not underestimate him.
I'll hit him with my new special power.
What would that be?
Well, since our last few encounters, I've been developing a way to, you know, pack more of a punch to you than my normal spells. All in good fun, though.
I see.
See, as you two-hit me, I don't think this would do much damage.
Well,
But it's to negate your defenses, I guess would be the right word.
I look forward to feeling that then.
Nick, I'm just gonna develop a sexy no jutsu as a fighter, like Naruto.
Fair.
Also, I would like you to teach me something at some point.
Oh.
I need to learn how to transform, or at least hide my wings. Intel.
Understandable. Though, I don't believe my style of teaching would fit you.
Then who can I ask? Because sleeping with this stuff is hard. I sleep on my stomach 90% of the time now. And I feel defenseless.
I believe your best bet would be asking Gojun or someone similar to him, since
I see.
they have more innate magic similar to your soul magic.
I see.
Meanwhile, the way I learned was a bit more arcane in nature, but due to my draconic nature, I am able to keep it up longer than most.
I see. Damn, you're my mom and you can't even teach me magic. That's so mean. What can you teach me?
Well, I could teach you. It's just you'd be learning a new style of magic that I don't think meshes well with you.
Fair. But what can you teach me?
I could teach you how to fight, if you are interested in that.
I know how to
Stuff.
fight.
Pops or knuckles.
I'll learn that from brother. Which I plan on doing.
He more uses his weapons. Cedrica seems to have taken after me a bit more.
Which I was going to talk to her, but I can't seem to find her.
That's
She
a
wasn't
shame.
at Divas.
Oh? Why
Oh,
don't
you didn't know? They're, sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
They're in, relations.
Oh, how lovely! I know Diva's a wonderful girl.
They tire each other out pretty well, apparently.
Good to know.
Is brother dating anyone? Or is fucking Godric?
I do not believe so. And if I had to guess, he would likely say it would not help him achieve whatever he's trying to do.
You should set him up with one of your dragon friends.
I would have to find a way for it to benefit him for him to be interested in all. But I suppose I could find something like that.
I'm sure he would love it. Break in the back of his mind. Just somewhere out there, fucking Goddard just gets a shiver. But I guess I will go for now, unless you need me for anything.
I do not. Though, as said, I will keep in mind, give you a warning when I will take you up on what you have offered.
Is there any way I can contact you at all? Like a sending stone or something, in case of emergency.
I do not actually own a sending stone, but I'm sure I could find one. Or you could find one for yourself once I get you your allowance.
Yes, I could. I have this one, and it's from the mayor. Well, that's about it.
Oh. Interesting. Hello, Mr.
Check.
Mortiz. Hear a voice come from it, though, due to its nature, only you are able to hear it. Ah, I see you are speaking with Goddess. Hello.
We were talking. Hello. We were talking about finding a sitting stone for her, so I can talk to her. And I mentioned this one, and she decided to call out to you.
I see. It is not often that we speak with each other, but we do get along, so I just wish she wouldn't have so much paperwork sent in.
She does paperwork?
No, but the damages she caused us.
Yeah, I was just telling her that she breaks down a lot of doors.
That she does.
But hey, just never mind. I was about to make my law. I was gonna say I'll just put you in charge of the paperwork. Then I just thought how much of a hassle that would be. If I could keep her under control, I would for you, Mr. Mortiz, but I can't.
I don't believe anyone is able to keep that woman under control.
Nope.
But I applaud the man who ends up being able to.
God rest his soul. Emperor rest his soul. Well, I will speak to both of you later then.
Of course. And I will have a bit of money sent your way at the end of the day. Where should I have it sent to?
Godric's.
Very well.
I will take my leave now.
Oh,
Should a chest full of gold.
that's where we'll end it.
Fair enough.